Spraybandles.com is the place to get your graffiti supplies. Anything you need, spray paint, markers, mops, stickers, Youfo merch, everything, man. And I've got a discount code you can use, 15% off your entire order. The link's at the top of the comments below. Thank you TSV for sponsoring this video. Here's 10 fears new graffiti writers have. Number 1, obviously it's the fear of getting caught. The number 1 fear that new graffiti writers have is the fear of getting caught. And it's for a good reason. For new graffiti writers, the idea of being arrested for what feels like the end of the world is terrifying. You could be doing one of your first tags on an electrical box in the middle of nowhere, and your heart will start racing once you hear a car driving up the road, or possible footsteps. Even if it's just someone walking their dog. You second guess every motion, every noise, every decision. Should I run? Should I stay? Are there cameras? What if this is a setup? The fear doesn't go away easily, but you learn to manage it. Number 2, fear of being labeled a toy. Nothing stings more than being called a toy in the graffiti scene. The graffiti term for a beginner or someone lacking skill or style. New writers obsess over whether their tags are clean enough, their can controls smooth enough, their letters are dope enough. They're haunted by the idea of experienced writers laughing at their work, or worse, crossing it out. The fear of being disrespected lingers behind every tag they leave behind. And if you're just getting into graffiti and you've just started learning can control, tags, anything like that, you shouldn't fear of any of these things because it's just a part of learning. And if someone out there randomly started graffiti without having any art background and think that their graffiti is decent, then they're just plain wrong. No one is perfect from day one. Number 3. Fear of not having a unique style. Style is everything in graffiti. For new graffiti writers, there's a fear that their letters look generic or that they're unknowingly or knowingly copying someone else's look and work. They'll spend hours sketching, tweaking, studying classic, hoping their style eventually stands out. There's constant worries about their work in this way. When in reality, when you're just starting out, this is just going to happen. So don't worry about having a unique style just yet when you're just starting up. It's just a part of it. Number 4, fear of getting into beef. For a new graffiti writer still learning the skills, this fear looms large. Every wall becomes a guessing game. Is this safe to paint here? Is this someone's wall? Am I stepping on someone else's toes? The fear of unintentionally disrespecting another writer is very real. And wanting to stay out of beef is actually a really good fear to have. There's no point having beef. Number 5, fear of the chase. This obviously goes back to the fear of getting caught, but more so the fear of the chase itself. The idea of being chased is horrifying. New graffiti writers often fear they won't know what to do if they do get caught on the spot, where to go when it happens, whether it's running from the cops, jumping fences, or hiding in the cut. They worry about slipping, getting caught, or worse, freezing up. Planning an escape route is one thing, but doing it in real time is a different party altogether. I highly suggest starting at really chill spots or even legal spots when you're just starting out, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. Number 6, fear of choosing the wrong name. Once you choose a name, it follows you, sometimes forever. New graffiti writers obsess over picking the right word. What if it's already taken? What if it sounds corny? What if it doesn't look good in letters? What if they regret it later, after already tagging it 100 times over? The fear of locking yourself into the wrong name can lead to serious overthinking, but I can almost guarantee you that the first name that you choose won't be the name that you use forever. So chill out. And number 7, fear that they'll never be good enough. The ultimate fear, deeper than getting caught or dissed, is that they'll never level up in style. That no matter how much they sketch, tag, practice, they'll never develop their style, never earn respect, and never stand out. It's the creeping insecurity that maybe this culture isn't for them, but those who push through that fear could become the real ones. Let me know in the comments of the things that you used to fear when you first started doing graffiti, and if you still fear them now. After all, we're a bunch of fucking criminals, aren't we? Lock us up and throw away the key. I honestly think YouTube's starting to shadow ban my stuff again. I really enjoyed working on this video here. It's called How Graffiti Influenced Video Games, and it never really lifted. No one really saw the video. So I'd really appreciate if you guys, if you haven't already watched it, to go ahead and watch it. I actually had a lot of fun creating that video because it was something completely different out of my typical video making. And I especially enjoyed doing it because it's on one of my favorite PlayStation games. And I generally think that I did an alright job, but obviously YouTube isn't being my homie. So I figured I'd just promote it on this video just in case. Thank you very much for the support, guys. The graffiti aspect in that game at face value, you're really only mainly capping people with the W or putting up the W for the gang, and you can do that with just about anyone that you play as within the game. But the main person within the gang who is the graffiti writer of them all is Rembrandt, and there actually is a handful of missions that you have to complete in order to progress.